Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Rider Ramblings. Today I'm going to review the Dunlop RoadSMART IV tyres, as I've done, I think it's somewhere between 4,000 and 5,000 kilometres on them. I'll put what that is in miles, and I'll put the exact distance down below. If you want the 𝗕𝗀𝗃𝗲, too long didn't read, have a look in the description below, as I'll give you my thoughts. Now, I'm going to tell you now, I'm a Michelin Road, or PR as it was previously, fanboy, and I've done somewhere in the region of about 150,000 kilometres on Michelins, maybe a bit more, the various different types. So I'm spoilt, you could say, because of the Michelins. So let's talk about these PRs. Now, first of all, when I first put them on, they had a very, very sporty feel, and they still have a sporty feel. It's nice and sporty, turns in a little bit quicker, that type of thing. Very good. The grip is good. Now, notice that there was a sort of pause there, because if you're going to compare them to, say, the Michelins, then the grip isn't very good. And I will come to that shortly, but in general, if you've been on other tyres other than Michelin's, then the grip on this is good. So if you come off Bridgestones or whatever, I would say that certainly on a par with some of the better grippy ones, but not on a par with the Michelin's, and I'll come to that in a moment. As to longevity, I'll put the tread depth and things like that below. I'll measure them when I get back, so you can see how much I've used in the mileage that I've done. Now, I've done a mixture on these tyres, so I've done quite a lot of back roads, scratching on sort of, I wouldn't quite say farm lanes, but they weren't far away from being farm lanes. Normal A and B roads, motorways. I travelled on the motorways, some in France, but quite rare, mainly in the UK. I did the, the M21, M11, that type of thing, bit of the M6, A1, A1M, that sort of thing. So, and also I did some nice country roads in the UK as well. So I've had a good run. We've ridden in the dry, we've ridden in the wet, and we've ridden on some interesting surfaces. So things like gravel, cattle grids, cobbles, wet cobbles, that type of thing. So I think I can probably give quite a good review. So if you're looking for out and out grip and nothing else, so commuting basically, and you want the best grip, then these are not the tyres for you. That's the answer. You need to go for the Michelin Road Series. It's as simple as that. But if you're wanting an all-purpose tyre where you can do all the types of things that I've just done, then I would say you can look at these, quite seriously, because they'll they'll certainly do what you want them to do. They are good in gravel. I was quite surprised actually at how good they are in gravel. They're better than the RoadSMARTs, I found. Sorry, they're better than the Michelins in gravel. They're more sure-footed. They're also quite good on cobbles. I was quite surprised at this. The Michelins aren't quite as good on cobbles. These are slightly better. But as for out-and-out grip, the Michelins are way better. I've had to ride more cautiously in the rain, as I've had a couple of squirrely moments when I've been in the wet and forgotten that I hadn't got Michelins on, and also in the dry. Surprisingly, I've had a couple of squirrely moments when scratching on the back lanes and so on. There's been a couple of squirrely moments as well. So just be aware that you're going to get some squirrely moments. And this was in the dry. This was, in fact, one of them was yesterday, and it was a perfect day for riding. It was 25, 26 degrees, dry, not full sun, but cloudy and sorry, not cloudy, well, not even overcast. I mean, it was, you know, sunshine and clouds. So, quite simply, I would say, for general purpose use, fine, absolutely fine. But if you're going to use them for commuting, I would say you need to think about this. This looks interesting. I wonder what's going on here. Oh, buses. They're supposed to stop traffic jams. They don't. Right, next, I do notice that they are squaring off. I was washing the bike last week, and I noticed the front was squared off quite a bit, more than I expected, and but the rear is looking okay. Oh, this is a real bun fight today, isn't it? It's Monday morning, that's the problem. And I'll give you the tread depths and so on, as I said, on the screen. So, will I buy these again? I might. Because of the type of riding I do on this bike, which is sort of general purpose, with not so much riding in the wet. I do ride in the wet, but not so much. I don't commute anymore and things like that, so I don't need it for zooming through the traffic as much. These would probably do me. But I'm still thinking maybe I'd be better off with the Michelins. As they do have superior grip. They really do. The grip is much better in general. But, as I say, if you're on gravel, that type of thing, these are probably a little bit better than the Michelins. I say I don't usually... What's Charlie doing? I don't think Charlie knows. making a right mess of all of this, aren't they? Anyhow, so that's that. I may well go back to the Michelins. I haven't decided. We'll see how long these last. As I say, the Michelins are, again, they did quite some distance actually. I'll put the distance below before they were replaced. So we'll just see how these compare distance-wise. Right, so please like, comment, share and subscribe. Tell me what tyres you've got, whether you like them or dislike them, what the grip's like, that type of thing. And we'll see you next time.